harvest twigs. Scary bird of the day. So, it's a scary bird. Oh, yeah. It can kill you. Oh, yeah. What could it possibly be? Well, let's just start off by saying there really aren't actually that many birds that kill people. Birds don't really kill people. It's just a thing birds don't do. You know? Oh, a bird can give you some bad scratches. Bird can make you have a bad day. But even the largest birds still weigh less than the average human. And, you know, we're small creatures with hollow bones. We really can't hurt you. Like, you ever heard that thing about swans being able to break your arm with their wing? Yeah, totally not true. Your arm bones are way, 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 way stronger than a swan's wing bones. It's not even close. It's not even comparable. That's a total myth. But this bird? Well, this bird can kill you. Because this bird is strong. This bird is fast. This bird is big. What bird is it? Today, we're talking about the southern cassowary. Oh! And if y'all ever played Far Cry 3, yeah, then you know how scary these guys can be. Oh yeah, the southern cassowary. If ever there was a bird that shows the link between dinosaurs and modern birds, whew, cassowary, this is it. Oh boy. So, cassowaries, 5.9 feet tall. Oh my gosh, 5.9 feet tall. Almost 6 feet tall. Oh yeah, they can get pretty tall. Pretty tall. They are, they're big. They're big. But they're not the biggest birds in the world. Nope, that goes to the ostrich. But cassowaries, in particular the southern cassowary, number 2. Number 2. Now, if we're talking about the biggest, we got to go with the females. That lower range, that's where most of the males are at. That upper range, that's where most of the females are at. Look at the average weight difference, 129 compared to 70 for females and males. Yeah, pretty big difference. So as is typical with a lot of bird species, the ladies are bigger. And, yeah. These are actually pretty long-lived birds. 40, 50 years? Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. And as you see by the map there, that's where they live. So you're going to find them in basically that region around Northern Australia, Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Oceania, as they may call it. That's where they're going to live. So not a huge range. Not a huge range. And so today I'm talking mostly about the southern cassowary, which is the one that's the most commonly known. There's actually 3 different species of cassowary. But today we're talking about the southern one. The other 2, very, very similar, live in pretty similar regions. Not a whole lot of variance. But these are the biggest of the cassowaries. And one thing that you notice that the order and the family and the genus all start with Cassowary. So yeah, they're, you might think, oh, well they must have a whole order to themselves. Well, they don't. They don't. Cassowariiformes also includes emus. Oh, we'll do emus at some point. But then it splits into 2 families. You basically got the emu family and the cassowary family. And not a whole lot of species in either. It's a small order in terms of number of species. They're pretty unique. Obviously, they have a relation to ostriches, but they're not that closely related. So, you know, an emu's closest family members are the emu. Or wait, cassowaries is emu. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so, like I've said, the cassowary can kill you. How can it kill you? Well, you look in the bottom right there. Yeah, they got those talons on their feet. And that's basically a 5-inch knife. And they will kick you with it. And they will cut you open with it. And you will bleed to death. Because these things are nicknamed murder birds. But okay, full disclosure, the last recorded death from a cassowary was in 1926. So it's almost been 100 years since a cassowary has killed a human being. It's been a while. They're really actually not that deadly. Yeah, I agree. They got to step up their game. Well, and here's the thing. I talked about in my tweet that there was going to be some safety tips, and here's your safety tip for cassowaries. Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Cassowaries have no interest in coming at you and attacking you and killing you. So just leave them alone. They're pretty sure that the guy in 1926 that was killed by the cassowary, yeah, he was fucking with the cassowary. He was messing with it. He was attacking it. He was like, well, maybe not attacking, but he was all up in that cassowary's face, and the cassowary killed him in self-defense, really. So, okay. Nicknamed murder birds, got those talons. They can kill you, but I think they're mostly misunderstood. They're not gonna seek you out and murder you. They're just not. So I think that the cassowary deserves maybe just a little bit of an image reform. They're not so bad. But I mean, they wanted to kill you? Oh, they certainly could. They got those 5-inch talons. They can jump 5 feet into the air. 5 feet into the air! Yeah, their vertical's like as tall as they are. That's pretty impressive. And clocked up to 30 miles per hour? Holy crap! I can't go 30 miles per hour except in the air. Okay, I can fly that fast. But yeah. Well, if you look at that handsome fella on the left there, notice that crest on its head? Most time you see a cool crest on the head of a bird, it's going to be made out of some sick-ass feathers. Not this one. Oh no. That is a keratin head crest. So basically, they got a fingernail growing out of the top of their head. A big, cresty fingernail. That's pretty cool. But that's actually a pretty good defensive thing. It adds a lot of extra protection for their head. Protects them from anything falling from above, or maybe another large bird swooping down at them. Can be used to, help protect them from predators. So, it's a great defensive crest. I think it's pretty neat. They got just a giant fingernail growing out of their head. That's pretty cool. Another little badass thing about them, they are flightless. Did I need to mention that? Yeah, these guys can't fly. No, they can't. Not even close. Way too big, way too heavy. They ain't gonna fly. Flightless birds, yeah, are they really birds? Yeah, they're really birds. But one neat thing, that the tips of their wings have little claws on them. That's pretty unique in the bird thing. But the funny thing is, ornithologists who study them, they never see them use these claws. They seem to be pretty much vestigial. They don't really do much of anything. It probably is a leftover relic from an ancestor of theirs that was used for hunting at some point, but no, they got them there. Don't really do much. So this murder bird, well, its diet is kind of interesting. It prefers fruit, mostly vegetarian. Prefers fruit, big stuff. Lots of tasty plants that it can find. But it'll eat small animals. Your geckos, your rodents, stuff like that. But yeah. You see that cassowary's face? That is quite literally a shit-eating grin. Yeah. Yeah, cassowaries are known to eat each other's poop. Why? Well, a lot of the food they eat contains tough seeds in it, and they pass those seeds, and their digestive tract breaks them down a little bit, and so those seeds are still intact but broken down a little bit in their feces. And then they eat that feces so that the second pass through, they're more easily digestible. As you say, Lamp Devil, double digestion. Is that better or worse than cows vomiting up cud, chewing it, and swallowing it again? I can't say. You ain't gonna see a crow doing that. Gross. Gross. Well, shit eaters. So what I'm saying, yeah, nature does believe in recycling. Yeah, yes it does. So, yeah, the cassowary. A lot to learn about this bird that you may not have known before. Really not as violent as people think they are. Have a toenail on their head. Have claws on their wings that they never use. And they eat shit. Eat shit, cassowary. Eat shit. You do you. And sadly, they are endangered. You know, they don't really face a lot of hunting. Don't really face a lot of, natural predators. But as is the case for most endangered species across the planet, their habitat is disappearing. And luckily, the governments are... Yeah, I know you're not laughing at the endangered part. Don't worry, Lamp Devil. You're not a monster. You're just a devil. So luckily, the governments of the countries where they reside, they are actually working to protect them, because, you know what? I'm going to say it. They're a beautiful species. They are. Look at them. That cool black coat. That blue head. The red stuff in there. Got a little blue, red, and yellow. Quite primary. I think they're pretty cool looking. And, you know what? I think the cassowary deserves a better reputation than it's got. They're cool birds. You know, obviously they're not top tier birds. They're dumb as hell and they can't even fly. So, you know, compared to a corvid, you know, but you know, I don't want to put them down. Don't want to put them down. They're good birds. I think they're pretty cool. And you know, I sound like they're still fitting. You know, they can kill you. They just choose not to. They're a good bird, and let's work on protecting them. Alright, that's it for the cassowary. I hope you enjoy.